Oh, this one's alive. Lucky guy. Although, who knows what's better for you? Okay, let's see what Sidorov will pay for you.
What did you bring?
A body from the truck of death. It has a mark.
You know the rules. Throw him away somewhere.
But he's alive.
You're lying.
May the zone devour me if I'm lying.
Give him here. For this crap, I give you. In the USSR, experiments with silent weapons began even before the Great Patriotic War, and after the war they developed and adopted the legendary silent shooting device for the AKM. Its less-known version for the SVD rifle was developed from scratch, the silent pistol PP. These solutions were decent, however both the 9x18 and the silent AK cartridges had low power, and the latter, due to its poor accuracy, was not acceptable for sniper shooting. Tsni Tokmash, under the leadership of the KGB and the GRU, began developing a new cartridge, thus the 9x39 appeared. Specially designed for silent subsonic shooting with a very heavy bullet, which opened up a whole new level of capabilities. The classic cartridge for the Vintorez is considered to be the SP5, but today we have the classic SPP because it is a sniper cartridge with increased penetration. It has a steel core and a muzzle energy of 673 joules. There is an armor-piercing modification like SP6 and BP. The Vintorez received its baptism of fire in Afghanistan and subsequent military conflicts. The 9x39 cartridge had very good stopping power and at the same time did not have excessive penetration like an assault rifle. Overall, in the early turbulent 90s in Russia, which lacked submachine guns, special silent weapons and its cartridge took an intermediate place between the rather weak PM and AK assault rifles. According to the technical specifications, the Vintorez 9x39 must penetrate not only second-class body armor but also a car door. So, I have a car door, even an army one so to speak. Let's try it and let's see what kind of beast we have here. To save yourself behind the KAMAZ door. Let's see. Well. So, an overview of the whole. Okay, it penetrated only one wall. Let's shoot a little lower. What about two thick KAMAZ walls? Can the Vintorez 9x39 penetrate it? Right here. Let's go.
Bam!
This sand devoured it, the 9x39 bullet, because the second wall is not penetrated. Yes, inside here they use sand, and the last time I shot it with a cumulative jet from an RPG-7, well, you remember sand was pouring out from there. But so far no sand has been poured out from me, therefore there are some more experiments. In general, if you are moving in the body of a KAMAZ or Ural, nothing will happen to you. These are not just ordinary bullets, these are SBP. One time I brought Sidorovich some bribe and he was like, "You might have as well brought canned goods." Yeah, as I remember now. In response he gave me back the slow-mo camera and as a bonus he even gave me ballistic jelly. A tin can 4th class TEMP 3000, ballistic jelly, detonator, and a tank shell. Good company for the Vintorez, pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, Sidorovich asked for it, says there are some elements in this shell, it's got to be diffused somehow, which I highly doubt. I remember back in our time it was impossible to get ballistic jelly. Fortunately, in our time there is someone to make it from. By the way, Sidorovich still doesn't take canned goods. I'll put one behind. Maybe it will get penetrated too. Did it just seem to me, or did something fly into me? It's too bad, by the way, that Sidorovich doesn't like canned goods. Look, I didn't even open it. I would have had a bite, to be honest, but I don't have a knife with me. Just look at the stopping power of the 9x39 bullet. Penetrating, and look at the wound channel. In slow-mo, you can see that the tissue just simply shattered. And the can ricocheted. Therefore, I will hit it a little lower and see if it works. Well, well, well. Looky, looky. On this side, nothing significant happened in the soft tissues, but you understand that this is almost the human body right through. And what about the can? So the can is penetrated. And through, by the way. Yeah, this too was definitely made long before the First World War. The price for high effectiveness was a high price, complexity of maintenance, and not a high resource. Of course, this weapon is not for a simple soldier, and comparing it to an AK or an SVD would simply be stupid, but among special weapons it is simply unrivaled. By the way, you must have a question about what Vintorez means, because from the outside it looks like a regular automatic rifle, it shoots in automatic bursts. So maybe because of screw rifling, fire selector, and we're working in bursts. Look at the difference between 545 and 9x39. A serious and noticeable difference. You know what this is? This is a pyrotechnic cartridge for a 120mm mine. I would now like to check how accurate this weapon is. I will insert it into this wound channel, if I can get it done, and I will try to hit the primer. Maybe something will happen. I hope that it will, to hit the primer from the Vintorez. All hits are quite clear, but they're all above this pyrotechnic cartridge, so we need to shoot a little lower. Let's do it one more time. I was thinking deeply here. Overall, people wrote to me in the comments, tell me brother, how does the VSS valve differ from the Vintorez? Here's the Vintorez, and here's the valve. Let me think. Off with your head, they're not that different at all, are they? Are there Picatinny rails? No. Is there a dovetail? Yes. On both? Yes. 20 rounds, 9x39, 9x39. Is the barrel length the same? The same. Is the bullet speed the same? The same. Hey, but here's the thing. We just have a folding stock here. A comfy one. And this one has a wooden stock, which simply detaches. So that's the truth. And I thought I should make a separate review. Overall, in short, it is the same thing. Actually, it comes with a PSO-1 scope. I don't have it with me, unfortunately. And what a pyrotechnic cartridge is, well, it is essentially a set of gunpowder. Here it is, you see? So what if we do this?
Holy shit.
The Temp 3000 ceramic plate is characterized by the fact that the ceramic sort of chips off. It has a certain guaranteed number of hits. I also have a 125mm shell, high explosive incendiary. Now then, I will place it so that the HEI shell from the 125mm tank gun will hold... Hey now, don't fall prematurely, buddy. It will hold the ceramic plate. Temp 3000. Temp 3000 is a ceramic plate. Look here. It went in good, by the way, inside it, and somewhere in here is the bullet. Right here. We'll dig up the bullet later, but we will put it back up one more time. No. Well, great. The temp is definitely not pierced, but is the iPhone pierced? That's the question. A 122mm round fell on it. 125mm, I meant. Moment of truth. Nice one. It's not even broken. I got a decent knife, which means it's time to dig into the bullet. Let's see what's inside. And here's what's inside. A bunch of metal braiding that I see not a small amount of. And did the bullet get out or something? Where do you change dawns and kiss sunsets? You see, when I get nervous, I start singing. If I suddenly hit the 125th shell, and it out of the blue, I mean the 125mm shell, and suddenly something happens to it, that would be bad. 100 meters, 150, 200, 220, 250, 270. At 400 meters you can eliminate the target. But is it possible to do this at least from 100 meters if the Komandante shoots? After all, I had Komandante written there, not shooter, because I'm a lousy shooter. So if I put the 125mm shell here, and will I hit at all from the Vintorez if I shoot from that mountain? The Vintorez is very light, silent and convenient. You can shoot it as much as you want. I fired 5 shots, and you'll be surprised, but I hit the target all 5 times. The first 2 shots I thought I missed because the round, you see, it went straight through. Went through and it withstood. The second time I hit and the ricochet hit the bottom. I thought I missed, went up to it, didn't really look at it and repositioned it. I mean, I asked the guys to do it. So there. But all 5 shots hit. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's quite clear that the target itself did not suffer any significant damage, but this thing is made of iron and it gets punched through from 100 meters. And that's a good result. If you need a silenced weapon for a saboteur, In my opinion, it's ideal because it's silent, you can barely hear it. From here, you probably wouldn't hear it at all. To be honest, I prefer more the AK-74U for these types of situations, but its 5.45 by 39 round ricochets quite a lot. Though the Vintorez, judging by the sound, ricochets pretty hard too, to be honest. So, I don't know how good a weapon it is indoors. I think we'll come back to this question later. I'll also attach a PSO-1 scope because aiming through this sight is, let's say, not very comfortable. For saboteurs and scouts, this is an ideal weapon. It's silent and light. You can easily run through the mountains with it and not even get tired. There's one annoyance though. My shells haven't exploded for the second episode now and I don't like it. Neither the 125mm nor the mine from the ASVKM exploded. Well, it looks like the next episode needs to be something explosive and you write in the comments which one. Don't switch off, it's going to get even more interesting.